beautiful dolls and my beautiful sunshines. Welcome back to this your channel. I want to thank you so much for being here, for hitting the play button. I really appreciate you guys. You don't know how much. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments, and all the shares you guys have done. I love you bunches. Also, if you're not part of this beautiful doll and sunshine family, I invite you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button like this one right here. And after that, I invite you to go ahead and hit the little bell that comes up right after, just like this one, so it could notify you of any uploads that I have coming or that's uploaded. Thank you so much again for being part of this family, for supporting my channel. I love you all bunches. Hugs, kisses, and squeezes. And I'll let you see the video now. Bye. So here I'm showing you what I'll be using. I'll be using the color Passion from the collection Romance from Organic. I'll be using my gold stamping gel from Exotic Nails. It's the stamping I have on my nails right now from the set I did a while back. I'll be using mandalas. This is a stamping plate from Latin Evolution. She liked all of these, so she just told me to choose one so I could stamp it on her. I'll be using my favorite stamper from Beauty Big Bang. I really love this stamper, and it only cost me like $2 or $3. I'll be using Latin Evolution's Clear Acrylic, and I'll be using Latin Evolution's Monomer. I do want to apologize for any background noise you might hear, and I do want to apologize for this being a super long video. And as you can see, I'm also using my number 8 Kolinsky brush, and as also you can see, I have my nails already prepped with a tip. They're already prepped fully, except for the dehydrator and the primer, and I'm just taking off any excess that was left on the nail plate. So I'll be adding Tone's dehydrator on all the nail beds or nail plates, and then I'll be adding, of course, the low acid Ultra Bond on the nails. I also add, I don't think I added another coat around this time. Someone told me this isn't a double thing, so I'm gonna test it out, see how it works. These nails I'm working on, I haven't worked on in a while. She got a job where she couldn't use the nails, but they changed her area, so now she's able to apply nails, so she came running back to do her nails as soon as she could. So as you can see, I'm applying a really thin coat of acrylic. I kind of sweep it down a little bit, and then I continue to patting it. Patting the acrylic on the nail is going to make it adhere better to your nail and give it minimal or no lifting and last much longer. I'm pointing this out this time because a lot of ladies, and I'm not attacking anybody. I want to make that clear. I'm not attacking anybody. And you're just going to see me applying the acrylic really thinly. Right here I'm going to end up adding another pearl because it didn't get the bottom, the cuticle area really good. But as you can see, I pat it and then I sweep it, or I sweep it and then I pat it, but I'm always patting it when it's on the natural nail. When I went to cosmetology school, my teacher said that's one of the most important things to do because that's what adheres the nail and the acrylic together. There's a lot of ladies out there that get a lot of views. I think it's great that they get a lot of views, that they got a lot of subscribers, but they continuously say they didn't go to school, they didn't you know, they're tips that they give, and that's fine, but I don't know how to explain this nicely, because I don't want anybody to feel like I'm attacking them, but for the most part, some of them that haven't studied, they have their nails on, and you see their nails stay on, so you see how I say their work is good. So now I'm going to be adding the colored acrylic on top of that. Before I continue telling you what I was trying to tell you, is I'm going to add the color. Sometimes I add it in one pearl, sometimes in two, depends how much I need. Sometimes I pick up a little extra if I feel like it didn't cover somewhere well. And beforehand, I also want to tell you I'm doing this video in real time at the beginning, so my application is real time. So I wanted to show you I do take my time to apply the acrylic. That way my filing is much faster. I prefer to take my time to apply the acrylic and my filing be faster because I think most of the clients think it's tedious on the filing part, that you have to file down so much, it takes long, you could cut them, or the friction can burn them or whatnot. So I prefer to take my time on the application of the acrylic. So as I was saying, a lot of ladies do really good, really amazing, beautiful work, and they do have a lot of views. But my thing is, like I said, most of them tell you they didn't go to school, and you're gonna see them barely apply the thin layer of acrylic. Like they sweep over, they don't pat the acrylic, and that's fine because they end up taking off the nails afterwards. But they're giving you tips on non-lifting when they're not doing what I believe and what I was taught is really important, which is the patting of the acrylic towards your nail plate. Now, like I said, they do beautiful work. I'm not knocking their work, but you guys are following them and they're giving you tips that, and you're probably wondering, because I've gotten asked, I do what so-and-so does, but my nail still pops off, and I'm like, you really need to pat the acrylic onto the nail for it to adhere. And after a while they're telling me, okay, yeah, it works, the nail is staying on. So there's a couple ladies who have been to school and have their nails tech. There's My Nail Designs, there's Rosa Sandoval, Tapatia's Nails, I believe, has hers, and there's another few ladies that do have it, and they do give you wonderful tips. Unfortunately, some of them don't have as many subscribers or as many views, but they have a lot of good tips to give you. There's Boricua's Nails Naida as well. What I'm getting at, I'm not attacking these people, but because they do beautiful work and their artwork is beautiful, you could follow all their tips. Like I said, there's nothing wrong, but they are missing some of the parts that will help your nail adhere. Apart from the cleaning the nail, taking the shine off, pushing the cuticle, all that stuff, the padding of the first layer of acrylic is really important for you to not have any lifting. Like I said, I've had people ask me why, if you're following so-and-so and they got a lot of subscribers. I'm like, I tell them they do a really good job, but they're missing the padding. And apart from me going to cosmetology, and I know all the other ladies have gone to cosmetology, what they tell you in cosmetology school is keep up with the times. So we keep doing workshops, we keep keeping up with the times, refreshing our minds with what we need to do. Sometimes we do forget. There's so much things in this nail room that we tend to forget sometimes, some of the things, at least I do. So we try to keep up with times and refreshing our memory and whatnot, doing workshops. There's absolutely nothing wrong with learning here on YouTube, because I did learn a lot of my 3D here on YouTube. I did learn a lot of the nail forms here on YouTube, because in cosmetology school they just teach you tips and basics. They teach you how to do the natural nail, the clear nail, and the French. That's all they teach you how to do, and how many pros to use and the consistency. They don't really teach you, they just give you the basics, and you have to kind of pick up on it like any other thing, you know. Practice is what makes perfect. So that being said, I've also learned here all the artwork, because they didn't teach us any of the encapsulating stuff, none of that. When I went, there was no such thing as a reverse technique. I've learned a bunch of my stuff on YouTube, so I'm not knocking people teaching on YouTube, and I'm not knocking learning from YouTube, because like I said, I learned a lot on my artwork here. But me personally, I'm the ones that need someone there telling me how to do it, guiding me and whatnot, so I could pick up on it faster and practice more. So like I said, I'm not attacking anybody, but there's a lot of ladies there that deserve more credit than they get. They deserve more subscribers and more views, because they know the book. They know the book, how it goes. So that's like I said, I'm not knocking anybody else, but there is people who deserve a lot of more subscribers and a lot of more views, because I see that they know everything by the book. They teach her everything like how it is, and the reason I know is because I went to school as well. I may have stopped for a while, but I restarted. I pulled out my book. I keep refreshing my memory. There's some videos where I was sharing some tips, but I'm a little I'm a little iffy about adding tips and stuff like that, because I put tips on here and everything, and then I end up seeing them somewhere else, and I see them from people who get more views and stuff, and I feel like it's so strange that I put it out there, now this person has it. And sometimes I feel like the bigger YouTubers kind of come and watch us in another profile and kind of take our ideas. Maybe it's my paranoia, I don't know. But anyways, now moving on to encapsulating. As always, when I apply the Pro, it's at a 90-degree angle, and then I move it to a 45 to kind of sweep it over and pat it. Here the padding is not for the adhesion, it's more for the leveling the acrylic. That way when I file, it's not that difficult. Again, I'm picking up a Pro and I place it at a 90-degree angle. You can see it because I have the fingers pointing down. That's also very important if you don't want the acrylic to run into the cuticle area. And I do dry my brush before I clean around the area. If you do not dry your brush and clean around the area, you're gonna get those little wells of acrylic, and they're gonna dry like that. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like a little canoe kind of thing around the cuticle area, around the skin. And I do sweep and pat. I usually kind of walk it side to side, and then I walk it to the middle so it could be thicker in the tension area, and then I sweep the rest. Here you're gonna see me apply it again, picking up the Pro. Again, I'm sorry about the background noise. My kids are watching their Bible story. And then you see I walk it side to side. I kind of wet a little bit at the tip so I don't get any crystallization or any air pockets. I walk it with my belly of my brush to where I can, and then I sweep it from the tension area to the tip so I could have the tension area thick and then the tip a lot thinner. And again, the padding to level it out. Once I'm done with that, here's my encapsulation. There's the thickness of the nails. I proceed to file and drill, and I'll leave you with that until the next step. As you can see here, I'm buffing with this yellow block to remove any of the thick lines, because I did do it with one of the coarser bits from my e-file or my nail drill, and I want to remove most of it. That way when I apply the top coat, I feel like it's much easier. I don't make it too smooth because I do want the top coat to grip. I also add primer right after this, and then I do move on to the top coat here for 30 seconds. And then move on to the next step. So here I'm pulling out my stamping plate. I got a special brush to put on the stamping gel because I don't want to ruin any of them. After I'm done with it, I soak it in alcohol and clean it out really good for the next color or the color that I'm using the stamping gel. Usually with stamping, one go is good for both hands if I'm only stamping two hands, but I wanted it to be really marked because the gold is kind of light and the burgundy is dark, so I really wanted to stand out, so I ended up doing it twice for the applying. This first time I didn't like because she moved her finger. I was stamping, so it kind of smeared. I do it a couple more times on each finger and then we're set. I continue to add the top coat after I'm done stamping. I will be doing videos on the stamping gel soon. I just have not had time for it or the mind for it. I've been going through some stuff, but that'll be something I'll be telling on my other channel at another time. So there, I apply it better. I love this stamping gel. I love the stamper. I like the stamping gel because I can clean the edges like I had said in my other video before curing. No problem, and it won't stain my fingers. I don't have to worry about that. While you guys see me do this, I do want to recommend any of the videos I have at the end of this video. Also, I'll be recommending some channels that I did announce on a couple weeks. I'm choosing every 2 weeks, so I think maybe last week at the end of this, so go check that channel out. Also, I'll be, from the people that I've been choosing till now, my son did buy a car, I'll be choosing a winner for some of the mixes that I had. So I'll be choosing one winner for the people who have been coming out in as winners as channel recommendations, and I'll be choosing one winner that doesn't have a channel. If you comment down below you don't have a channel, I'll be choosing one of you guys as well. The way I do choose the winners, I just choose a random video and then I go to the comments, I put them in that random picker thing, and then whoever wins, if they're subscribed to me and stuff, I do well, they win, and then I do recommend them on my channel for 2 weeks. That stays there forever, but it's in the following 2 weeks that it's recommended. But like I said, it stays there forever. Your recommendations there forever. And yeah, it's just a way of thanking you for supporting me through thick and thin. And yeah, and as you can see, I'm adding the Elixir top coat because I already did the finish gel, and this is stamping gel, so I wanted to use the Elixir top coat. So yeah, you guys, go ahead and check those ladies out, or gentlemen out, whoever they may be. Hugs, kisses, and squeezes. Thank you so much for being here all this time and showing your support. I love you all, bunches of O's, and God bless, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.